Yeah, season finale. Yeah, yeah, it was. Yep, it's all done until next year. See how that works out. But yeah, you say you had to redeem yourself. Why you had to? Yeah, kill confirmed and uh y'all need to play some domination. I don't understand. Dom, yeah, Dom's where it's at. Hmm. Oh,
Ooh.
they getting mad. He big mad.
Well, I guess one.
Big mad. Don't worry, I'll bless y'all with my presence in a minute.
Oh, they're laying down on the fucking ground.
He said I'm always in the right spot. Is this so?
They're gonna be to your fucking right. Fuck! Got me. Yeah, they're coming down. Yeah.
Dude, oh my god, I lit that guy up. Come on now. He was in the cave.
So y'all been winning for the night? He said, yeah, this is easy. This is second nature. Game mode I hate. I hate that when you gotta rush to the point and it disappear after a little bit and you gotta run away.
All point.
Yeah, I hate that mode. I'm glad because that's horrible. I hate that mode. What a passion. I've always had bad memories of that map. Yeah.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it.
Man,
this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I was playing with the guy last night and got 128 or some shit like that.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on
right,
first and 10.
Good.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara.
Too much.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
To throw his kid.
he's in the
Looking
back.
to throw on second down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And
that's
that'll be
incomplete.
incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
What?
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down.
I noticed.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10.
He's behind the bomb, Clinton. I think. Yep. Be careful, they're still in the left.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Right back to him on first down. Absolutely nobody flew there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spelling them in the offensive backfield.
Oh, good pick. That was great pick. That was my fault.
Picked off
I waited too long throwing the ball.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh my God!
Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now.
Get the ball
I
back.
hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Throwing to start the drive.
Nope. We on that.
And that'll wind up incomplete.
We on that.
Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the
fucking in the
incompletion.
spiral tower.
Here's King.
He's in a spiral tower.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, King. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Called out a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
That one 28 yards on the ground. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Now Wentz. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Something to pull some hot booty chairs.
Play action. Now Wentz. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be
Wentz, set your feet, bruh.
Good effort
That's touchdown,
there. Trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And he connects with Ertz. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Wentz to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Trying to force it. Let me not do that again.
Fine cornerback there to make the play defensively.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
On 3rd down, House. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fucking cocksucker. He's in that little mini tunnel.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're going to try and throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 88 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what
Yeah, I think I'll try it.
as we talk about. Low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. King on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. 2nd and 15. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. King. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the 1st. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
I don't care. You can go for it if you want.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away.
You on camera.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. They could really put him in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Josh Allen. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Great defense.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
57, Mike. 57. Here we go. Hey, 57.
Wentz. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
That's all I can ask.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
I should have just cut.
He'll be
I got to
taken
learn
down
to
right
cut.
around the
Stop
34
doing that.
after a pickup of only a
That was
yard.
test, man.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, box drop.
Now Wentz on third down.
Good
And he
catch,
will find
big
his man
man.
on the outside. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
Go.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
Russ Sanders.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Wentz on the give to Sanders. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second and goal from inside the 5. Touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Let's go, House. I told him I'm going to build you up to a monster.
Joseph now to add
From
the
a house to a
PAT.
mansion. House to a mansion.
And it is now 21-0.
Okay, Ohio.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
So you got to watch the Mandalorian.
This will be taken in at the 1.
I don't hear him saying
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Oh.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Quick hitch, complete. It's Lamb.
I don't like college
6
sports.
yards is the pickup,
Hey,
and that'll lead to a third down.
I only watch it when it's March Madness. That's only. Yeah, that's about the only time I watch is when it's March Madness. Like before that, it's not really. Like it's just so many teams, bro. Like so many people you gotta follow. Like I don't know. I mean, if I had to pick somebody, it would probably be Maryland.
4th and 2. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
How many teams are in those conferences?
They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
That was going to be a pick anyway, bro. I'm on that.
Down, but that pass
tried to
is
call the
knocked
screen
away
like I wasn't
and
gonna be on that.
incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now this time Wentz will throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught.
Let's go,
touchdown,
man.
Philadelphia. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Oh, man.
No problem there on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Still my man's though, bro.
This fielded at the 2.
Put the hands on you real quick.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
No. Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience. Yeah. You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance.
I
think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
All right, House. Go back to work.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll keep it on the ground. House.
Get off.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Solid. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, Haywood. Watch 18. 18's the mic. Come on, D. Hey, kill. Hey, 4 Tokyo. 18, Mike, 18. Right here. Watch 18. 18's the mic. Danny.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback.
Oh.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
It should have been gone.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
20. Tyson. Mike 18. X3. 218. Chopper. 3.
Running right, here's Sanders.
Oh,
3 yards
Sanders,
there,
why
takes
you
him to the
game?
45.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go. Pac-Man. 180. 5'9". Stay on the slot. 12's mine.
I know you're not.
Hey, pick your game up. Hey, Alpha. Mike 18.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1.
Oh, he
and
dropped that.
He will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping them.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone.
Why they
Get
got
it into the end
Sanders
zone and make your cash.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
2 jet. Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Smooth. I'm scared. Hey, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The kick by Joseph is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. King now from the gun, he'll throw. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Greystone, travel. Hey, check 24, check 24.
Here's Wentz to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is, my goodness,
like
he
that.
pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown,
Showboat
Jaguars. A big play there. 76
like
yards.
That, nice.
And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, you know, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Mike, 20. Hey, 40, 82, 40. Check. Mike, 50.
Wentz going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. And that's caught inside the 35.
Let's go, Robinson.
And he'll get
Let's
this
go.
way down into Jacksonville territory. It's a big
Allen
play
Robinson.
there for the Eagles. 49 yards.
Playing Madden.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Don't get nervous. Hey, exit.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. To throw is King. To throw on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys.
Glad I broke that up.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
I did.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. It's a second down run with Sanders. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
57, lefty. Topper! Coming this way, here we go. Hey, Delta. Mike 18. I'm on. Watch it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Hey, watch the slant.
On first down, House. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players.
It's a man made of steak and eggs.
Run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Come on, QB, come on.
They fake the give. Now Wentz.
Oh, I should have been lost that.
He goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Bud. Watch 18. 18's the mic. All day, just like that.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Come on, get some. Come get some. Come on, come get some.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Try to get some tips.
18's the mic. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Mike 18.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. To throw, it's Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
She said the White Knight.
Go. Army. Watch 5-7. Hey, they scared. Like 18. Hey, Charlie. Get in the weight room. Watch 18. 18's the mic. Watch the 82.
Throwing now is Wentz. Just keeping the play alive. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's fourth down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
The kick by Joseph is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
What is the white
nice
track?
Return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
61, matchbox lights.
Now a give, right side. Sanders And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA.